Did you know that some of Hollywood's most glamorous faces came at a shocking cost? Behind the red carpet smiles and flawless selfies lie stories of beauty gone wrong. Some stars pushed too far, gambling their careers, their looks, and even their identities in the quest to stay forever young. What began as a simple touch-up turned into a nightmare of regret, pain, and lost fame. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on Hollywood's most disastrous plastic surgeries, the shocking transformations, the untold reasons behind them, and the heartbreaking truth about the price of perfection. Stay tuned till the end, because the secret we uncover about fame will change how you see celebrity beauty forever. Lin May, born Lilia Guadalupe Mola May, wasn't just a performer, she was a phenomenon. In the glittering 1970s, she lit up stages across Mexico and Latin America with a presence that was impossible to ignore. Her movements were hypnotic, her beauty electric. She became a symbol of glamour, adored by millions who saw her as untouchable. But behind that dazzling fame was a woman chasing something deeper, the dream of eternal beauty. As the years passed, Lin turned to cosmetic procedures, not only to preserve her youth but also to correct a facial condition she'd quietly carried since birth. Sadly, that pursuit led her down a tragic path. Trusting the wrong hands, she allowed an unlicensed practitioner to inject baby oil into her face, a decision that would change her life forever. What was promised as a harmless enhancement turned into a devastating nightmare. The oil hardened under her skin, disfiguring her once familiar features. With each passing year, the damage grew worse, leaving her unrecognizable even to herself. Despite countless surgeries and desperate attempts to repair the harm, her beauty and her confidence could never fully return. The media pounced. Fans were stunned. Overnight, Lin May became both a symbol of tragedy and a warning to millions. Her ordeal ignited a national conversation about the dangers of unregulated cosmetic work and the price of perfection in a world obsessed with appearances. Today, her story stands as more than a cautionary tale. It's a testament to resilience. Lin May continues to face the world with courage, reminding us that beauty without wisdom can destroy, and that self-love is worth more than any procedure. Her journey is a haunting, powerful lesson about trust, vanity, and the true meaning of acceptance. Dennis Avner, known to the world as Stalking Cat, wasn't just another face in the crowd. He was a man who pushed the limits of what it means to be human. A former Navy veteran and computer technician from Michigan, Dennis's transformation was more than skin deep. It was a spiritual calling. At just 23, after receiving guidance from a Native American elder, he made a life-altering vow to embody the spirit of the tiger. What started with a few tattoos turned into one of the most extreme transformations in modern history, 14 surgeries in total. Subdermal implants, ear reshaping, feline fangs, whisker anchors, and even a mechanical tail, each step brought him closer to the creature he believed lived within. Working alongside legendary body modification pioneer Steve Hayworth, Dennis dedicated years to sculpting his new identity. For him, this wasn't vanity. It was devotion, a blend of heritage, belief, and artistry that turned his very body into a living canvas. Despite his extraordinary appearance, Dennis remained grounded, still working in tech, appearing on Larry King Live, Ripley's Believe It or Not, and countless documentaries. In 2008, he earned a Guinness World Record for the most body modifications ever performed to resemble an animal. But beyond the headlines and stares, his story raised deeper questions. How far would you go to become who you truly are? What defines identity, our spirit or our skin? Dennis Avner's journey was strange, beautiful, and deeply human. A testament to the power of belief, the courage of individuality, and the haunting truth that sometimes, to find yourself, you have to transform completely. Jordan James Park, the man the world came to know as the British Lip King, turned his obsession with beauty into a global spectacle. Inspired by Kim Kardashian's flawless aesthetic, the Birmingham native made headlines at just 27 after a disastrous lip procedure landed him on the hit reality show Botched in 2015. But instead of hiding, Jordan leaned into the chaos. He owned it. He doubled down on his dream of sculpting himself into what he called living art. From multiple nose jobs and liposuction to eyelid lifts, chin implants, and countless lip enhancements, Jordan's transformation became both his passion and his addiction. Doctors warned him to stop. He didn't. For Jordan, cosmetic surgery wasn't just vanity, it was therapy, a way to chase control, confidence, and self-expression in a world obsessed with perfection. Behind every syringe and scalpel was a deeper story, one of identity and reinvention. His ever-changing face challenged society's beauty standards and sparked heated debate across tabloids and talk shows alike. Yet Jordan stood unshaken. Beauty, he often said, is personal. It's fluid. It's freedom. In the end, his journey became more than skin deep. It was about courage. The courage to live unapologetically, to redefine oneself without limits, and to confront the fine line between empowerment and obsession. Jordan James Park isn't just a product of cosmetic surgery, he's a mirror reflecting our culture's endless pursuit of perfection and the price we're all willing to pay for it. Yulia Tarasevica's beauty nightmare. At 43, Russian beauty queen Yulia Tarasevic sought perfection, but what she found was a living nightmare. Hoping to rejuvenate her looks, she underwent several cosmetic surgeries, eyelid lifts, eye corrections, and liposuction. But instead of a fresher face, Yulia woke up to a horror story, her face severely swollen, her expressions frozen, and her eyelids unable to close. What was meant to enhance her beauty ended up shattering it. Devastated and desperate, Yulia took her surgeons, Andrei Koval and Omar Khaled, to court, accusing them of negligence. The doctors defended themselves, blaming her disfigurement on scleroderma, a rare genetic disorder that hardens the skin. But Yulia refused to accept that explanation, insisting she was perfectly healthy before the procedures. Despite spending a fortune on corrective treatments, doctors warned her that her face might never return to its natural form. The toll wasn't just physical, it was emotional, psychological, and deeply human. Once admired for her beauty, Yulia now found herself battling to reclaim not just her face, but her sense of identity. Her story isn't just personal, it's a chilling wake-up call. A reminder that behind the glossy promises of the cosmetic industry lies real danger. No matter how routine a procedure seems, every cut carries risk. Yulia's experience shows why it's vital to research thoroughly, choose trusted professionals, and never gamble with your health in the name of beauty. In the end, Yulia Tarasevica's journey became more than a tragedy, it became a warning. Beauty can empower, but it can also destroy when desire overshadows caution. Her ordeal stands as a haunting reminder. Perfection has a price, and sometimes, that price is everything. Carol Bryan's story is one of beauty, tragedy, and unbreakable resilience. In 2009, at 47 years old, Carol turned to cosmetic fillers, hoping for a gentle refresh, just a small touch to turn back time. But what was meant to be a simple enhancement spiraled into a nightmare. Doctors injected a mix of substances, including silicone, into her forehead and cheeks, and within weeks, her face began to swell, distort, and harden beyond recognition. Desperate for help, Carol endured multiple corrective procedures, but each attempt only made things worse. As her appearance changed drastically, she withdrew from public life, shutting out the world and confiding only in her daughter. The emotional pain ran so deep that at one point, she even considered ending her life. Then, in 2013, a major reconstructive surgery brought another devastating blow. It left her permanently blind in one eye due to optic nerve damage. Additional skin grafts and facial implants followed, but the scars, both physical and emotional, would never truly heal. Now in her late 50s, Carol Bryan uses her voice to warn others about the hidden dangers of cosmetic procedures. Her journey is a powerful reminder that behind every beauty treatment lies real risk, and that true beauty should never come at the cost of one's health or peace of mind. Carol's story isn't just a cautionary tale. It's a testament to the strength of a woman who lost everything she thought defined her, and still found the courage to face the world again. Tara Jane McConaughey, a 33-year-old from Melbourne, has spent over $85,000 transforming herself into what she proudly calls a real-life Barbie doll. With her bold outfits, platinum hair, and flawless makeup, Tara has become a walking spectacle of beauty obsession. Over the years, she's undergone 5 breast augmentations, 6 nose jobs, and countless Botox and filler injections, each one pushing her transformation further from the ordinary and deeper into her dream image. Her extreme makeover catapulted her into global fame, earning her spots on hit shows like Botched and Mirror Mirror, where she openly embraced her identity as an upgraded Barbie. Yet behind the glamour lies a dangerous gamble. Despite repeated warnings from doctors about her low body weight and the serious risks of massive implants, Tara refused to stop. Her next goal? A staggering 15C bust size. Because in her world, perfection is never finished. Tara's story is both mesmerizing and unsettling, a mirror of our culture's obsession with beauty and validation. To some, she's an icon of empowerment and self-expression. To others, a cautionary tale of how far we'll go to meet impossible standards. Her journey blurs the line between ambition and addiction, between confidence and self-destruction. In the end, Tara Jane's transformation isn't just about surgery, it's about the human desire to be seen, to be adored, and to control the reflections staring back. It's a dazzling yet haunting reminder of what happens when beauty becomes both a dream and a dangerous pursuit. Pete Burns wasn't just the flamboyant frontman of Dead or Alive. He was a walking work of art, constantly reinventing himself before the world's eyes. What began as one small nose job spiraled into an obsession that would define, and ultimately consume, his life. Over the years, Pete poured nearly his entire fortune into more than 300 cosmetic procedures, chasing an image that lived somewhere between fantasy and self-expression. Each surgery pushed him further from the man he once was, but closer to the vision he believed reflected his true self. Even when complications left him in agony, when infections forced him into endless corrective operations, Pete refused to stop. Doctors warned him. Friends begged him. But he saw every scar as a symbol of creation, not destruction. To Pete, his body was his canvas, and beauty was rebellion. But that rebellion came with a price. Behind the glitter, the charisma, and the bold defiance was a man battling pain, both physical and emotional. When Pete Burns passed away in 2016, it wasn't just the end of a life. It was the closing chapter of a story that blurred the line between art and agony. His legacy remains a haunting reminder. Self-expression can be beautiful, but obsession can be deadly. Pete's story forces us to ask, how far would you go to become the person you see in your mind's eye? Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and join us next time as we uncover another unforgettable legend.